What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? Happy whatever day it is. It's the weekend right now, and you are now tuned into Jammin with Juice. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, you know I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
That is right. It is amazing, and we are joined by, I want to call them my friends at this point because this is their second time coming back around.
You heard?
We got LaRussell in the building, and we got Tietta in the building.
Yes,
and of course, we got my guy Splash over here. Y'all ain't going to see him.
Honorable
Y'all ain't going to see him.
mention.
But he be around. He be around, just so y'all know. But yes, so LaRussell's in the building with T, and they were here for Wiscansinfest.
Of
but
course.
before we get into all of that, I need to know, how has your weekend been? Because you've been kicking it.
I've been
in
outside.
Milwaukee
I've been
all
outside.
weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so second time around, how you feeling about us?
Even better this time. Last time we was in and out, so we didn't get to really like be in the city. And man, since we got picked up, Rail just been kind of looking out for us. Like, he picked us up. I didn't even call the Uber from my phone. T called it from hers. So it's like he picked us up not even knowing, but he knew. That nigga knew. Hey, soon as he pulled up, he was like, welcome back. I was like,
whoa.
He know me.
Oh,
and
God.
just
That
from
could be
there,
scary
like,
a
man, he
little
put
bit.
us on the food spots. He moved it. It wasn't no
It was
malicious
love.
energy. It was love,
Yeah.
and you could sense it and feel it. Had the studio for us, and we got to go get some work in. I got to work with some artists from the city, and just, it's been a good time.
He got you a haircut.
Nigga got a haircut. Hey.
It's a good man.
Hey.
Go to.
AG.
AG.
AG, and I met him over there at
Mhm.
Real Shit at Timeless Studios.
Wow.
It's been hella community the whole time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you're bringing that vibe too, because you know they feel your energy, so they like you gonna give out.
And that's been
you
a
know
cool
what I'm
thing.
saying?
Like each city we've went to, we've gotten to experience that. You know,
Mhm.
because we leave the door
Mhm.
open for everyone to just kind of like, you know, if the energy right, we never gonna turn you away. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Even Slick, he's on the tour bus with us, and he was saying like we have a very inviting, friendly energy.
You
He's
do.
like, I'm glad I get to be on the tour bus with y'all.
Yeah, because y'all are just so fun. The studio was fun too. That was one of my first times being in a studio ever, so I got
Wow.
to process. So when you were texting me, you was like, "Okay, do you want to come to the studio?" I'm like, "Let me ask Ben." I knew he would be down, but it was all vibes. I'm
That's
like,
hard.
I was impressed because I even told T, I'm like, how do y'all just know how to come up with words just listening to the song like this? Like, this is what y'all do. Ben hopped on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, that was all love. But you know what, LaRussell, for real, because my thing was, we were just going down there thinking we were going to experience the process. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this man's about to come up with something crazy. but like, how do you go about your studio process when you are in the moment of creating a record? Is it always like that? Or
Lately, it's kind of been like that because I've been doing more collaborative. I used to sit in the studio by myself, or like me, my engineer, or just very few, very, very minimal. Like, I used to have a rule, like, if you ain't working on the music, you don't need to be in here. But now I've just been, you know, just a bit more open to process. And I know I'm going into other people's spaces now. I usually stay in my own shit. So now it's like, of course, they got community they already built, so I'm not going to kick people out the room. You know, it's like I don't want everybody here, but I'm not going to kick people out their space either. It's like, let's just all figure it out. So lately, yeah, it's been hella, all the sessions been like a multitude of people, but you get so many different sounds and vibes. I've been able to make songs that I wouldn't usually make.
yeah.
Yeah, so when everybody was in the room, I noticed, I think his name was Simon. He had asked, like, do you want us to mask any audio? But you didn't even care about none of that. Sometimes people like to keep things, you know, under wraps. Like, no, y'all can't put out none of this track or nothing
No
like that.
leaks, no leaks.
Would you
Right.
ever, like, no NDAs was signed, you know? Like, this just felt different. Why do you move that way?
I try to save my worries for things worthwhile. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's just like,
Not that big of a deal. Like, who cares? Because some people, I think what they think is like, okay, maybe it's competition if some of my stuff gets out or someone will try to steal it. But with you, it's
Man.
like, hey.
It's
man,
funny, we've actually heard
we,
that.
We make this shit like, I'll go cook up some more.
Yeah.
He wrote something like a couple years ago. I think it was Kendrick. And then Kendrick ended up having a bar very similar like that to a song, but he never put it out. And it was just like, I could see how people be like, they're going to steal my bars. But it's like, bro, just write some more.
Yeah. But these people don't be talented.
and that be the thing. Like, you only feel that way when it's scarce. A nigga only don't want to give you none of their food when that's all the food they got. When it's ample, man, this fountain running forever. Yeah. This water bill unlimited. the fountain going, you know, that's just something I can't trip over. You know, if there's other things to trip over that's going to make you fall. And that's one of the things that's like, it ain't that big of a deal. It's a song. If a nigga steal a song from you, they really at a low. Like be grateful that they only stole the song. Yeah. Because that's a nigga who was like, bro, you stealing songs? Yeah. You could make your own song. They be
stealing jokes out here. You know what I'm saying? According to Cat Williams, everybody's stealing everything. Yeah. Talent is low.
I mean, yeah.
So with that being said, LaRussell, like, that also goes to say that you put your piece over everything. Like, when did you even learn that to be like, you know what, man, my piece means more to me than worrying about somebody stealing my raps or somebody stealing a song, the album leak, you know what I'm saying? Because 20 years ago, allegedly, Jay-Z stabbed a nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
you stabbed none over some records. Your excuse was he was talking too reckless.
That's real. But when you come around to, like, the whole peace idea?
Man, it's just been like a slow growing process. And I think it started with reading. And from reading, like, taking mushrooms, and from taking mushrooms to finding sad guru. And it's like, it's just kind of shit that you go, as you kind of go through life, that's like, it just don't be worth the lean. You know, like, I got enough shit in life that already rock my boat that, you know, I try not to let nothing rock me too hard unnecessarily. Like, if it ain't, sometimes there's some things now that used to take me a month, a week, days to get over. Now that, like, it could be a moment and then I'm out the moment and I'm like, nigga, you feel me? So it's really like time. It takes a lot of time to get into that zone, but, you know, ultimately it's just like I don't like the way shit be making me feel.
So you just, like, push it away, like you reject it, because it's like, again, you notice this is some bullshit, right? Like, bro, I don't got time for that. I could be putting my thoughts elsewhere.
Yeah, you know? some shit I reject, some shit I let in, and then I walk out the house, and some shit you gotta kick out the house. You feel me? And you gotta know. There's going to be a lot of shit coming in. You got to know what to throw in the trash, what to throw in the recycling, what to eat, you know? So it's literally the life process determining what you keep and what you get rid of.
Because you can't control what you can't control.
No, you can't at all. Like, it's going to be a nigga outside on some reckless shit every time you go outside. And that's not within your control. Only thing in your control is how you respond to it.
Yeah. It comes with practice, too. Like, the more often that you reset yourself, like, if you let yourself get off balance and then you figure out how to reset yourself that time, every time you do it, it gets so much easier to reset. And then eventually you don't even let yourself get off balance. Like, you've been rocked by something much bigger. So when something small comes, it's like, why would I just battled that. Right. What do I look like being broken up about that? Just
honorable mention. I like how I turned around and niggas back there locked in too. They was like,
we got gang with us in the back. Shout out everybody back there. I will say all your names. I will. Who
practice
over there?
Though, like real practice. Like, she's saying, being that we deal with so many people now, like I have more human interactions now than I've ever experienced in my entire life. Just the past 3 years, like, I have contacts. I ain't never had this many, you know, just people having to interact. But with that, you get so much practice. Like, it's easier. You just get so much practice. It's easier to be kind when you've had to be kind 1,000 times, and it's easier to walk away from something when you had to walk away 1,000 times. You feel me?
Yeah. So many energies too. It's like,
man, that shit. Sometimes you get to the crib and you gotta, like, shake. Like,
you gotta take a
shit
shower.
be on you. You feel me? You gotta really get it off you, and it don't even be like a negative or positive thing. It's just it's excess energy.
Yeah. So how do you? I've always wanted to ask you this. Like, do you have downtime?
I use my downtime to do shit that put me up.
T know the answer.
I know.
I think that was the best answer.
No, that was good.
I
That
use
was
my
good.
downtime to do things that put me up.
And what does that look like?
It could look like pickleball, biking, editing, working. Just like not working outwardly, but working like on shit that I don't have to really deal with anybody else with. So it's like it's just me and my like. I enjoy what I do. You feel me? So on my downtime, sometimes I work. It's like this is what I like to do. This is my shit, you know. And I go outside, and it could look like a variety of things. I go walk, just
like. Do you like the movies? You like watching TV?
I fuck with the movies. I don't really like watch too much TV, but I fuck with the movies. Yeah, I don't really like. Yeah, it usually be like outside shit. Yeah. Or I don't really watch TV too much.
That's why I laughed. I feel like motion is his downtime. Like that's how he resets himself. Like for some people, you want to just curl up in the couch and do nothing and close all the blinds, but that's like the opposite of him. Like if he wants to reset himself, he's gonna go on a bike ride or go for a walk or go play. Like motion is what like resets him, and then he's like, all right, I'm ready to get back to work now.
Yeah, that's actually very familiar. We should be outside.
We
grounded. You know?
And we spend a lot of our work time in buildings or in studios or staring at a screen. So I feel like, you know, you have to get that balance, and he just found it.
Having to. I was just telling Rail with the studio, like now when I record, even at home, like we be at this spot called The Grill sometimes, and I gotta go. I bring a mini speaker now so I can sit outside and write all my songs and shit because I like have to. I can't be in those spaces sometimes. Like even at the compound, I'm going to build out a studio and it's like glass, so I can still see outside in the sun and shit. Like all of that shit affects like how you. Some days I be like fucked up, and T be like, you ain't getting no motion. You ain't even see the sun yet.
I like that.
And it's like, of course you fucked up.
It's crazy how many people don't realize that all they need to do is go outside.
Man, you go outside and play for a little bit, everything be going away. I get on that bike. It's very seldom I could leave the house on the bike and come back with the same problem I had when I left. Very, very, very few. Like I gotta really be committed.
Yeah. So when it comes to balance, because it seems like y'all both really prioritize having that balance, do you feel like when people are on a grind that it's still important to have balance? Because sometimes people might be like, no, I'm grinding, I'm working, I ain't worried about all that. I gotta just, get to the bag, because you never know when an opportunity, could come. But is it important for everybody to have balance as well with that, or should they just be focused on grinding?
Yeah, but I think everyone's center of balance is at a different point. Some of us can run for 14 minutes straight before we need a break. And then when we break, we don't need to stop. We just need to walk. Some people can only run 2 minutes, then they need to stop. And, so it's like it's different for everyone. But I think it's definitely pivotal at whatever that point is for you. Like I know how hard I can run. And I know when, like today, I didn't do nothing until I had to do something. Like we just been chilling. I went outside. You feel me? Like, know when it's like you got to take that point, but everybody's point is different. But yes, it's definitely important.
I think the thing be that everybody's watching everybody else. So you trying to keep up with the next nigga's grind, and it's like, that ain't your grind. That's for him. Like
he been skateboarding for years.
You trying to skateboard like Tony Hawk. You ain't never touched a skateboard in your life. Like you got to build up that. Ooh, what's it called? Stamina. Yeah, you got to build up your stamina to be able to go for that long. But if you listen to your body, you'll know. You don't need nobody else to tell you when you need to stop or how long you need to stop for. You'll know. But when you watching and you listening to everybody else, you're detached from like your inner knowing, Yeah,
that's what social media got everybody doing, just comparing themselves.
So, okay, how old were y'all when y'all found y'all balance? And then, like, how do y'all balance each other? Because you guys are on the road together every day.
Ooh, I don't think I've achieved balance. Like I don't think you ever do though. Like through life, you're always the goal. you're never balanced. You're just in that point.
Teeter-totter.
You know, it's like sometimes nigga, your shit smacking. It's like, nigga, calm down. Yeah. Like, it's like an airplane. An airplane is never balanced. The pilot is just keeping it like this. If it turn, you feel me? But the goal is like, it's not supposed to stay still. It's supposed to do this the whole time. The moment it stopped doing this, some shit, you know, it's supposed to be, and that's life. It's like you flying the plane. You flying the plane.
Dang.
I like that. That was good.
I don't even like planes. So
I ain't got no follow-up.
Think about that. Man, don't y'all hate turbulence real quick? Because listen, it be scaring me.
Wait, that turbulence will put you straight to sleep.
I'm sleep.
Nigga, I gotta act.
Sleep with
I'm
the turbulence?
sleep.
Hell
Turbulence
no,
said I'm
but
sleep.
you gotta act sleep just to make it go away. That's the cure.
That's how I be on the plane.
That's how you get turbulence. Go to sleep.
I guess so, man. Get your mind off of it somehow.
Oh, God.
But Wiscansinfest, this was your second go around.
Yeah.
How did you feel this time around? And it's your first like tour, right? Like
yeah,
that's
this
not
is my
your
first
own,
tour.
you know?
Yep.
We on a trip.
Wiscansinfest this year was a little different. Just like the technical side was a little different than last year because it was so much bigger. I feel like it was more moving pieces, so we didn't really get to like get what we needed to put on the kind of show I love to put on. But it was still like, man, I love just the experience. Is like the fact that me and Waka got to sit in the grass and chop it up and shit, you know, it cultivated somewhere for us to all be, and like seeing T-Pain's mom every time, I just love the energy. So, you know, I'm grateful for it.
What has this tour been teaching you just so far?
That niggas don't know who I am. But they're not closed off to knowing who I am. They just don't know who I am. And it's my job to educate them on who I am. And it's been dope, like being able to grow throughout the tour. Like every show, we kind of learn something that we add that we get to now take home, you know, and improvise. But it's been dope to like, I haven't had to earn an audience in a long time, back to back to back. Like every night is like, damn, you know, like I haven't had to do that in a long time. So it's like, I'm really like honing my craft. I'm getting good, getting even better with my sword. Like I felt I was a great live performer because everybody was cheering for my team. But it's different when you go out there and it's like, these niggas don't even know who you are. Yeah. You know, you got it. For them to cheer for your team, you have to win. You got a ball, you know? So it's been dope to just like had to go through that process as an artist of my stature where I felt like, oh yeah, no, I've made it to a point, but it's like, not yet.
Yeah. A little more to go, buddy.
That's good that didn't make you feel small. Because for some people, it did.
It did. And that's a process that you work through. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you watch the most, I don't know if that's the most recent Freakin' Friday that's out, but we talked like in depth about how he worked through those feelings. Because when we came off of the Texas, those were the first 2 dates in Texas. After the second show, he was like, I'm not feeling it. And I was just like, we got like 17 more shows to go. We got to figure out how to change your perspective because it's like, that's not going to work. And you're not going to have a good time. And you deserve to have a good time because you earned this. But when you go out there and people aren't cheering for you and they're not excited to see you, like you had said, it kind of gave you like imposter syndrome. Like, why am I out in front of 5,000 people if they're not cheering for me, you know?
Exactly.
Is there anybody you leaned on in that time besides your team? Like, well, did you go to T-Pain and be like, bro, this is what I'm going through, this is how I'm feeling?
No, I didn't.
Russ gave you really
Russ,
good.
yeah, I did talk to Russ.
Okay.
But really, you know, T and them got me. I got myself back to that space, but T and them provided a lot of counsel. And yeah, no, it wasn't even something like I even thought to like. Not even though it wouldn't have burdened T-Pain, but it wasn't even something I thought to because I knew it was a me thing.
Gotcha.
I knew it was a me thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we were speaking earlier, it made me really think to myself, like, would you describe yourself more of like an introvert or an extrovert?
A human.
A human.
Yeah, because I
didn't expect that answer.
Nigga say A or B. C.
Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert. No. a human. I don't think any of us are either. I'm all encompassing. It depends on which me you meet and what energy you provide for me to be. Yeah.
I've seen him be an introvert in spaces where he's like, this ain't a space for me to be in. And then an extrovert when it's like, my niggas,
all good vibes. That's love.
Yeah, it just goes up and down. Yeah. We all are like that. I just love how y'all just seem like you're more in tune with who you are. Like y'all know who you are. How did you get to that point?
It's a road. It's just a road that you walk. And you kind of feel like who you are is always here. And like you're just, you're either getting closer or further. Sometimes you're getting like way away because you just can't. Because who you really are conflicts so much with who you want to be or who you're trying to be that you just can't. But who I want to be is who I am is in alignment with who I want to be. So it's just kind of easier for me to go that way. There was a point where it wasn't, I wanted to be something I wasn't, so I wasn't getting that. But when you start kind of aligning it just naturally, like it's hard for me to be what I'm not ever. like at this point in my life, that shit be like burdening when I gotta be anything I'm not.
There's a lot of people faking out here, so I mean,
they going through it,
and they going
through it, and you can see every time you meet them. Every time you meet them, it's like you could feel it, you could see it, you could sense it. It's just like it's there. It's always there. You can't never shake it.
Yeah.
I think
energy don't lie. Energy does not lie.
Right. I think I'm definitely still figuring it out though. I think that sometimes when people see us and we're like all like gigging, having a good time, you like. It's easy to assume that people are like, oh, they know who they are. They got it all figured out. But it's like, we're all still human. Yeah. And a lot of us are really, really young. Like Russ is barely about to be 30. And everybody else is either close in age or younger. So it's like, well, none of us are like just solidified and like, this is who I am and I'm going to be this person. Like we're all growing daily and figuring it out, So it's, sometimes when people meet me, I be trying to tell them like, bro, I'm not. Whatever your idea of me is, tone it down a little bit because it's like you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Let me be who I am naturally without your assumption of who you think I am,
Yeah.
How y'all niggas feeling about 30s? Like
being in your 30s?
What kind of 30s?
Get on that though, for real. That's funny as hell.
Well, I think perk 30s.
Not perk 30s.
You got a lot of variations of 30s.
You right. What kind of 30s?
Man, I'm actually excited about it. I feel like I get better with age. Like I've only gotten better. I've gotten smarter. I've gotten more skilled. It's just like
say that.
I got more time to get my shit in. Like nigga, you don't want me doing what I've been doing for the past 20 years. Another 20 years, I'm gonna fuck even more shit up. Yeah. So I just feel like I'm getting nastier with the sword.
I'm glad you're saying that though, for real, because like again, hip hop is growing. This is like our 51st birthday coming around, right? So it's like niggas like you need to continue to grab the torch and then keep on going. Like you said, 20, 30 years, nigga, you're gonna be 50, 60,
Man, and it's like
still rocking the crowd.
I'm youthful still, like
30 is not
I'm
old.
running. You feel me? Like I don't even feel it. Like I gotta be reminded of my age. You feel me? Like I don't think about this shit until it's like some 30-year-old shit happen, and it's like, but for the most part, it's like, bro, life is a continuum. You feel me? Like this shit. The soul been here.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta stop thinking about it like that because I'm nervous to enter my 30s.
Bro, it's all good.
I don't know
Your
why.
age is just how many years you've been out of the womb.
Yeah.
In
on
this
body.
Planet.
In this body.
Oh, y'all niggas want celestial now. Huh?
This time around. Yeah, I don't know. Age is just like, It's so meaningless to me. It's really just a random number that somebody conjured up. Like, what are even months in time? Like, bro, you just here.
Let's go on the rabbit hole then.
Right.
Let's go down the rabbit
You just
hole.
here growing.
Is time real? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think really what it is people care, and maybe I'll speak about myself, about like looks, you know, because when you get older, you just start looking a lot different, or people might judge you based off of, oh, they just an old person, you know, in their 50s. But really, it's like, but they're not, that 50 people are not old. Okay,
I feel
I'm not
like
saying
you
that.
really only get the time to have those concerns when you not like having motion. Because it's like you
Now
stop.
you got time to worry
now
about
you
that.
got time
Yeah.
to be concerned about the things that don't really matter. Like, but when you in motion and you building, it's like, bro, years go by. I just met Tietta. It's feel like I've known Tietta for dumbass long. Like, we've known each other less than someone is in high school.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like that shit go by
God.
so fast when you moving, you don't even think about it.
So when you got more motion, you overthink less.
I would
You
agree.
have to.
You ain't
Because
got
you behind the wheel.
If you
Nigga,
doing 1,000 miles per
if
hour.
you on a racetrack, you behind that wheel, you better not be thinking about, man, when I'm 50, I'm gonna have wrinkles.
You gonna crash out.
Nigga, bro, it ain't worth crashing
would
the
hope
plane
not.
over.
Oh my
It ain't
God.
worth crashing the plane over.
I would hope
That's
not.
Like, that's what you was worried about.
Imagine your
Yeah.
driver up there worried about that.
Imagine that nigga crash and you like, what was you doing? He like, fuck, I was thinking about when I'm
Wrinkle cream.
shit.
What I
about
need
the
to
best
purchase.
wrinkle cream to buy.
Do I need to dye these gray hairs?
Oh, God.
That's funny as hell.
Ooh, that's crazy. Have y'all found gray hairs yet?
Yeah, is it
Yup.
gone?
He might have cut it.
It might have came out.
Let me see.
But I
one,
think
yeah.
it might have grew out though. I don't think it was like permanent. I feel like a nigga was just in that period of
Just
life.
a little stress.
But yeah, I had a little gray. I
was
in
proud
there.
of it.
Yeah,
I was
about to
proud.
say,
I was very proud. I felt like I earned
I'm
it.
wise.
I earned it.
That's what them gray hairs supposed to mean, though. You know what I'm saying? You get a little gray. It's like, oh man, I'm getting more and more wise each and every year and shit.
Some
I
niggas
done
be
seen some
riding.
gray hairs.
Some niggas just
Boy.
riding.
You just a trifling nigga.
Some niggas
That's
just
your whole head
riding.
gray,
You just
right.
get you riding. The
my
mold
life.
coming, it's just
Damn.
riding.
That's
Man,
funny.
Damn, because
Crazy,
mold is
nothing.
white. That molded your fruit turning white.
That's interesting.
All right, so to the music, you got a new subscription that you are
Come on.
doing. Can you tell us about this subscription that you got going on? Because I don't think I've heard of something like this before. But
No,
correct
you
me.
haven't. Come on. This called community, and it's something we built with Even to where we could just cultivate a community. The community that already exists is basically us building our own home. You know, right now it's like, when y'all done with this content, where you gonna put it? You gonna go put it on somebody else's shit, right?
Yeah.
Probably YouTube. You gonna go put it in somebody else's house, and it was just like, for us, it's like, bro, we making all this nice ass furniture, buying all these groceries, making all these renovations, and we don't have a house.
Mhm.
And it's cool to do that with other people's houses when you have a house, but it's like, we don't even have a house that's ours. You feel me? So this was just like us taking control of that. You know, we had so many millions of followers and subscribers here and there, and it's like, why wouldn't they be coming directly to us for the shit that they love from us?
So what exactly does Even do with the partnership? Do they just house all of the content that you'll be making and it's on their platform, or what?
Yeah, they house the content and built the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So everything from vlogs to music videos, everything will strictly just be
Live
on there?
stream.
No, not strictly.
Okay.
But I mean, there's things that are exclusive to it, but not strictly, because I'm like big on like, I don't ever want to like deprive a nigga of a life-changing experience. But it's also like, I still want to build my own home. So there's some things that are like exclusively there. Like, I just dropped a pack of songs I've made the past few years, 200 of them in there, because I was just trying to get them off. I'm like, man, I want to be able to make new, and I just already got new music that I'm finna upload another pack. So shit like that is like exclusive, but the content side, I'm still like figuring out if I want it exclusively there or not on you, because I also like, I fuck with the community that we built in other places too, and I don't want to strip them, because I was a kid who found a random video of Kanye producing, and if that was behind a paywall, I wouldn't have got that experience. Even though my paywall is literally $1, it's like, nigga, you could just pay $1, but it's also kids who don't even have no credit card. You know, it's so many things, and I think about that with everything. So I can't make everything exclusive, but it's like it's special perks for the people who do subscribe and build community directly with us.
Yeah, kind of like how when people have a clothing brand or something, right? And they get exclusive discounts or whatever it is just because you are on their website and you are locked in with them. Do you have a subscription list, like a mailing list?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? I'm going to have to join that.
Well, what do you think like the future business model of the music business is going to be? Like, and because honestly, with LaRussell, one of the reasons I even like pay attention to your moves and stuff, I mean, to both of you guys, right, is because I think what you guys have going on right now is the future, you know. But like, what do you think the future of it is? Because I think the record game is, you know, it's in shambles.
The future looks different for everyone. Like, business is always everyone does business differently. Okay. You do the business that benefits your business. So I don't think I think the future will look like everything in one. You know, some people will still do business this way. Some people would start to do it this way. So it's everybody's business. It looks different. Like us now that we've done so much business, it looks different in every side.
We was talking to Waka Flocka yesterday, and he said we're living in the future. They'll try to convince us that the future is so far ahead, and it's like you living in it now, like it's happening right now.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas got VR glasses and shit. You know,
it's like it's literally what you just described is what is gonna happen. Some people are gonna do their releases through Even as well. They're gonna go direct to consumer. Some people are gonna neglect that all the way and just do Spotify. Some people are only gonna do one. It's like we're just adding more tools to the artist tool belt. That's it. Like, and I think that's what the future will be. New tools will rise that people are able to use. And when a better tool comes out, they'll probably use the better tool more and the lesser tool less. But, you know, the OGs will still use those tools and that'll work.
With all of the knowledge that you guys share on what you're doing, just showing your journey, how you're building the infrastructure, how you're doing everything, have you guys seen the inspiration from other people make it to the industry yet?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say we get a lot of industry that's like, bruh, you feel me? Yeah.
Do that, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, and it's
They be on NDA.
Because last year T-Pain
they
be on NDAs though.
Oh,
they
God.
be using
they
it.
Watching.
They
the industry. Yeah.
Yeah, they be using it and then they be like, but don't tell nobody we on your shit.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's interesting. Because last year I remember T-Pain saying, "Hey, you the greatest rapper alive, bro."
Yeah.
He said that, like, and you was like, "Bro, this is a proud ass moment for me." Like, what? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, because now you're on T-Pain. Now you're on tour with the nigga. You know, that's elevation.
Say that.
You elaborated on it enough. That's
what
exactly
it is.
What it was. Like, nigga, this a nigga I used to sit in the living room watching 106 in Park, premiering his videos and niggas on the Music Choice on demand, you know, and it's like, it's unreal to me still. Like, even when we be going backstage and we walk past the dressing room and we go holler, like, it's still like a, nigga, this, everything we do, in the back of my mind, I'm like, nigga, this T-Pain. Everything. With every, like, everything. Every moment I experience with T-Pain, I'm like, nigga, this T-Pain. You feel me? And he probably like, nigga, this LaRussell. Like, we having the same moment. It never goes. Like, he's cultural gold.
Yeah. And I remember you had said something like what you're doing now, you have seen him kind of do with his infrastructure, you know, starting his own festival and things like that. Do you think you would want to do that eventually?
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Exclusively probably in the Bay, though.
Come on.
In the backyard.
I don't know, though. Maybe Omaha, too. We got so many cities that embrace us with Iowa made in the, you know, so it's not.
Iowa.
Greatest show of my career.
Everybody be, what's Milwaukee? What's Iowa?
Man, for real.
That's
like, you never know what city will embrace. Like him in Wisconsin, you never know where that embrace will come from and that love. And you know, you build, like, of course, the Bay is my home. I'm always going to have things there, but I'm never closed to the other things because, like, man, Omaha has, like, we've built such a tie, you know, when you show up for certain places and you within the community, just how I've been here, like, I'm excited. I always love when we leave spaces because I feel like it'd be, like, new energy in some of the spaces, and I know, like, the communities here going to be like, man, when that nigga LaRussell come back, you know, like, it adds a fire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time from an artist. Like, you're just bringing a lot of things back in general. I know you say all the time, I think it's make hip-hop fun again.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah, like, you're just bringing a whole
That
bunch of
feel
stuff
hip-hop.
back.
Don't it feel like hip-hop?
Mhm.
Like, bro, that's what was missing. Like, the feeling that's why Busta Rhymes called me, you know, because it's like, I ain't felt hip-hop in a long time. Like, that's really, we bringing back that feeling. And that's because it's like, what's funny is, like, they be trying to strategize to accomplish that. Like, they like, if you do this and you post this, but it's like, you can't.
It's
you
an
gotta
energy.
be. It ain't. You feel me? It's either in you or you just go without. You know.
Right.
How many artists do you come across who are kind of like you, as far as wanting to bring back that fun of hip hop, that feel of what it used to be?
All of them, when they experience it, every single one, biggest to the smallest, when they get that, when we get around, and it's like.
They be jealous,
every single
excited.
one. They be excited. They be kids again.
It's like it's what they came into the rap game for. It's like nobody got into the rap game and was like, we gonna ruin it. But they got in, and it's like the industry has so many like walls and these weird politics that like you feel like you gotta play along to get in.
And there's no nigga who really love hip hop who in this shit who does it to make money. All of us did this shit because it's like, nigga, me and my homies be rap. I love the rap. The niggas who really do this shit, who really care,
love it.
Right.
That's the difference. Like
and
that's
I feel like
what hip hop is. Like nigga wasn't doing hip hop to get rich. Them niggas was broke, living in the slums. You telling the story of your niggas wasn't doing this shit to get rich. It wasn't even a thing you could get rich from yet. You feel me? So it's like the niggas who have that energy. Man, everybody, because it's like that's why we do it. That's why we love this shit. You feel me?
Okay, so hip hop question: you from the Bay? How did the Bay feel when K-Dot came through? Yeah, the like that's the because that's hip hop, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? like I mean, I think as a culture we ain't felt that in a minute. You know, I mean, it's two top titans.
Yeah, culturally.
They not like us.
Culturally, I think it's an incredible moment. And I love it felt hip hop.
Yeah.
It was like, nigga, there's a hip hop moment. But like at home it's not like it's a thing, but it's just like nigga, we live regular life. You feel me? It's like, you know, but it's a dope hip hop moment, but that's all it is. You feel me?
Cause you know, bro, like I love hip hop, man, and I'm just like, dog, like I can only imagine how the West Coast is going crazy right now. Like that fuck them up, wah, 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 wah. You know, like
I'm gonna do my stuff. Hey. Oh
real
God,
shit, fam.
Oh God.
So hey,
it's always beautiful when your team win. You feel me? Right. And then you go back to life.
Yeah.
And nigga walk right out that stadium and get in the car and go home.
Oh God.
So do y'all feel, because we've had these debates, like literally.
Oh, don't do this to me.
We have had these debates ever since the beef was starting, right?
All right.
I personally feel like, how can I even put this? Okay, do you guys feel like it can still technically be hip hop, and not even just Drake? It's anybody. Let's just say anybody. If they are not writing their own raps, can they still? Is that still technically hip hop?
I think that
was that beef fair?
I think that you're discrediting Drake if you say he's not writing his own raps. Drake doesn't write some of his songs.
Okay.
Which the entire industry does. But there's some records that nobody but Drake can write. And those are the records that's like, nigga, this is why I love Drake. You feel me? Like Kendrick say, I like melody. It's a different, there's different tiers and levels. Like every reference song that I've heard from Drake isn't my favorite Drake song. Those are just songs that he's done with other people. He's put a lot of people in position to win by allowing them to do that. He don't never have to take a nigga record ever. You feel me? Like, so to say he doesn't write his own records is like, that's a far throw. That
Not
nigga
all
write
of them.
songs for other people. You feel me? Like some of our favorite songs by other people is written by Drake.
For sure.
Is it Drake or like LLC Drake? You know what I'm saying? Like is it getting from the brand? Is
Like
it coming from
the machine.
Bro,
or is Aubrey really?
there's videos of Drake writing records in studio. Like the nigga writes. He wrote records for Wayne. You feel me? It's like this nigga, that is literally what he does. He's a writer. But yes, he takes records from other niggas who write shit, which is like, that's music. The reason Drake has been able to get to the level he's gotten to is because he does what the industry does, which is allow other people in the room to help you make the best song. You don't get to that level without that. The niggas who just sit in the room by themselves and write, it's like, yeah, we have big records. We don't have Drake records.
Yeah. Damn.
You feel me? It's a completely, J. Cole got big records. Kendrick got big records. They don't have Drake records. Not like us is like one, but it's like one versus 100. You feel me?
The
Like
whole catalog. A whole decade, right?
Yeah.
It's a difference. You feel me? So I don't feel like it was an unfair battle at all. The only reason I feel like it's a bit, it's not even unfair. It's like Drake got into a fight that's like, that's not the fight you want to get into because this nigga really a nigga. You feel me? Like he's
Wait a minute.
Cause it's like it's niggas in the hood that you play with, and it's niggas in the hood that you don't play with. Cause you already know what time they on. The nigga in a whole different space. This nigga like this.
Yeah.
He ain't finna say nothing nice. Everything he say gonna sting a bit cause he gonna tell you what it's gonna sting a bit. You feel me? The nigga working on himself.
Yes.
You leave them niggas alone.
But in a sense, then, is that not a fair fight then? Because they're on two different type of like levels.
I think it was a completely fair battle in terms of ability. Yeah. Like if Drake want to go, he can go.
And I feel like any fight you pick is a fair fight. Yeah. If you walk up to a nigga and you push him, that's a fair fight. I don't care how big he is.
On God.
I guess because if you had the balls
you
to do it, right?
Yeah, like, it was completely fair battle. Kendrick he won the battle. He went beyond the means of like there's things like there's skill and then there's like Master Shifu ain't the fastest, ain't the strongest, ain't the tallest, none of that. You're not gonna beat his ass though. He just know, you feel me? What he know just is a little bit more than what you know at this level. You feel me? And Kendrick just tapped in. He really spoke to that nigga as a man. Drake Records wasn't talking to him or addressing him as a human and as a being and as a man. It was on some like, I'm still selling more records. It wasn't like, nah, brother, let me holler. Nah, brother. Kendrick pulled that nigga inside with the hat, with the kufi on, like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's not no rap. It was beyond a rap beef. It's like, nigga, like that's reading passage. And then turned up on that ass. You feel me? So it's like it's just a different. He gave him really what he needed. Like sometimes like early when you're a kid, you get into like a fight with a nigga who like he don't fight that great, so you win and they give you that like juice. It's like nigga, been beating on niggas, and then you run into a nigga who like and it's like I gotta go back and and that's a good thing. You need that in life.
So he learned a lesson from all of this.
I think he did.
But do you think his music will reflect what Kendrick was talking about?
No. I think he gonna continue to. I think he'll double down. He might go. Get an even younger bitch now.
He just did. Yeah.
Because niggas. Because
I think and then he'll double down because it's like, and I'll still make all this music and still make all this money, and you didn't know what you was talking about.
I think at this point in Drake's journey, like to accept it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like
that will be the falling of a kingdom. Like he really built like I'm saying, like within his head, he really built himself.
It will be the falling of one kingdom, but the rebuilding of something that could be much greater because it's like, now you could be.
He convinced himself he's BBL Drake. Like you would have to completely
You gotta
detach
completely
from the
unveil.
identity that
You gotta,
yeah. And that takes a lot of
like
inner
he be
work.
rapping about shooting niggas and spinning the block and sending kill, and it's like
Drake.
You know, it's like. Yeah,
because Drake is a mogul, so it's like one of these things where I don't know if I call him a mogul, but he's up there.
He's
right?
a mogul.
Yeah, it's Drake.
He said, I don't know if I can call him a.
I mean, he's light skinned. But with that being said, like he's light skinned, right? I mean, LaRussell, you said it, my dog. Like you, like, bro, he went at a real nigga, fam.
Yeah,
like, come on, now.
Yep.
This ain't no nigga off Nickelodeon, okay?
This
Catch it
ain't
from the
no
block.
nigga off Nickelodeon.
God, yeah. So it's just one of them things. But you know what? Because hip hop conspiracy, you know, people want to go down this rabbit hole ever since the battle. Ever since the battle and Kendrick came off on top winning, we all saw J. Cole bow out, right? Do you think that the Fall Off album coming up for J. Cole was actually like, you know, the prelude to all of this? You ever thought about that?
Like, do I think that opened the door for all this to exist?
Well, do you think that J. Cole kind of knew that it eventually was going to come to a head and be like, bro, I got to drop the Fall Off album. You know, the Fall Off is going to come because my Fall Off is actually happening.
Shut the hell up.
You know
nigga. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. J. Cole is not falling off.
No.
It's part of the plan, though, right? This is God's plan.
That
Hip
nigga's
hop
hilarious.
conspiracy.
No, I think J. Cole. I think J. Cole is a knowledgeable, wise human who stepped out of bounds of who he wanted to be because of the world.
It's like what we were talking about
And he
earlier.
corrected it fast. Like I said, sometimes it'll take me a month to come out that. He came out of it like, nigga, that ain't even, I don't give a, you know, like what you commit your time and energy to is important to you when you really living. You feel me? Like when you really at, it's like
what's really happening to you. Like,
nigga, he ain't trying to allocate no time and energy to that. That ain't got shit to do with him. Yeah. And that ain't how he feel. That's his niggas.
Right.
You feel me? So I think that was a beautiful display of like what real niggas go through, what humans go through. Like even with this beef, like I was talking to Simba one time on the phone because he's like with the bowing out shit. And I'm like, bro, it depends on what the situation is.
Because
if I'm J. Cole and that's my nigga, and we fuck with each other, and we doing it on some shit that's like, oh no, we talking. But if we not talking and you really feel a way about me, and niggas just making songs instead of like holla at me so we can figure because you my dog, those are different scenarios, right? But some niggas don't have that kind of like
heart.
And there was real like what started the beef wasn't even really like beef. Like it was like really friendly rap bars of like I don't give a fuck about a
got hurt and took it too serious.
And a hit dog always gonna holler. It's like if you walking in a crowd, somebody yell bitch, and you turn around like who you calling a bitch? It's like well.
Nigga said, fuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me.
He didn't
That's
even
a
start
rapper bar.
Yeah,
every rapper on earth being saying, I don't give a fuck who top whatever. I'm number one.
Right. So for them to start a whole beef behind it was like it was already some other shit under the table, which is what he was saying. It's like, bruh, if we not talking, I'm definitely not about to air it out for all of the public to see because you my dog and I want us to work it out.
Yeah. Do you think that Drake and Kendrick will ever like be friends and do a song together after all of this? Because I know Ben was saying he thinks.
Yes, of course, yes, it's gonna happen, bro. Jay-Z and Nas did it. I mean, that was real.
Not without a really, really deep sit down and conversation, and I don't think so. I don't.
Did you listen to those songs?
I think maybe like a 20-year reunion, hey, nigga. But I don't think. I think that is so. It needs to really have like fuck a song. It's like, no, we gotta really hot. You know, it's like it's just so much deeper than a song.
I mean,
did you hear them songs?
I heard every.
I
listened.
A tie at one point.
Oh, come on, hold up. I did. I definitely thought it was a tie.
I mean, some people did.
But up until
you're a sicko.
No, think about it. Look, because I will
let us know, LaRussell, because I've been over here.
This nigga insane.
He didn't hear the song,
bro. Okay. So for real though, okay, like that drops, right? Because she put me on blast, so now I gotta explain myself and shit. Like, but no, for real. So like that drops, right? It hits everybody up on their head, right? Like, oh my god, like, Kate, I just said this about Drake. Woo. Now Drake come back with the drop and give me 50. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then he hit you with the AI joint, which in my mind is like psychological warfare, because he erected Pac up out the grave. You feel me? Just to get inside of Kendrick hit. You know, and then from there, Kendrick come with Euphoria. I was like, okay. But to me, that wasn't like Kendrick in top tier form. So I'm like, okay, nah, Kendrick ain't even doing it yet.
Bro,
that's enough.
Ahead,
bro.
That's enough. That's enough.
I mean, look, Kendrick won at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's enough.
We're talking about a nigga addressing who a nigga is as a human. That's when all the games is like, bro, you talking about rapping over a beat. This nigga talking about real life as a human. It's just like we fuck all the rap shit. Like nigga, you ain't. We talking about real life human.
Yeah.
This is what we expect. This is what's happening. Nigga, it ain't nothing a nigga could rap about. After it's like you gonna either address these or go back to rap about money, bitches, and hoes. And at that point, that
tells us everything we need to know.
You need to know.
So is that
and
why
what did he do?
Is that why y'all think Kendrick won though? Like, because he came at his, you know, the man that he is. Told him he wasn't the father.
I would say yes. To me personally, and I'm a Drake fan. I listen to Drake more than
Ditto.
Me
Drake.
too.
You know, I'm a Drake fan, but to
I'm a Kendrick
me,
fan.
to
me, people start sticking up there. I like Kendrick, bro. Like, I got the album.
To me, it just seems like, you know, with Drake, he had a lot of antics, like social media antics and things like that I just was like,
you're not even responding to what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like when you get into an argument with a nigga, he start talking about how you look. It's like, you didn't even address nothing that I said.
Right.
It's
like,
now, do it count if they was lying? About some things, obviously. Not the stuff where he like talking directly to Drake or Aubrey, I should say, but just the other things.
They were lying about shit.
And
but they were also telling the truth about things. That's very apparent in the world that everyone witnessed and experienced, but niggas just I do
got a question though, like for real, because again, this is hip hop. You know, y'all niggas should know what time it is. All right, but when you entered this game, like, have you ever even thought about like somebody, you know, trying to get at you for like in a rap beef? You know, is your pen ready for that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he stay ready, okay?
You know, I'm just saying.
The man got
nigga who's just chilling, sipping crisscross applesauce. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see you participating in rap beef.
Yeah, I probably laughed before I.
What about the ones where they put it together on purpose? Like, oh, this is just friendly. Like, let's just go back and forth.
I think niggas who do that are corny.
It better be real if they come to you. I feel that.
Why would I fake beef?
Yeah,
like a little friendly fade.
It's like if we gonna do that, we don't
fight.
have to like fake beef. We could just do something. We could, like, yeah. It's just like that's like I don't like for clicks niggas. You know, like it's just not it.
Yeah. Especially because like if y'all play fighting and a nigga slap you too hard, now what?
Oh,
now
no,
it's
yeah.
Right.
Why would I put our friendship in that predicament? You my dog.
Yeah.
It's like that's lame. That's lame nigga behavior.
Yeah, because a lot of people end up coming out saying that too.
Especially as like as homies, the last thing I want us to do is act like we not homies.
Why would I do that?
Like that's just weird. You just got to be in a weird space to like even. It's just like
some attention.
You know, yeah. You feel me?
That's when you got
the industry be breeding shit like that. Like they're movies. You know, it's the WWE. Yeah. It's the WWE.
If your homie try to get you to start fake beef, you need to holler at your homie. Cause something going on with him.
Yeah.
Now, question, because okay, so I'll start this question off like this. All right. So a lot of the videos that I've been seeing, especially on like Instagram and stuff like that, dog, it seemed like they all been like just one shots. But I love it. Yeah. Why'd y'all start doing it like that?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. And it's like, it's easier on me. It fits the time. Like now I could shoot 10, 20 visualizers a day if I want to versus spending the whole day shooting one music video that might not go. Yeah. I go shoot 20 pieces and out of those 20, 10 might go viral and change everything. So, you know, to me, it was just fitting for me. That's just, it made my life easier and I enjoy it. To me, it's like, it's a art in itself trying to figure out how to make one shot entertaining or appealing enough for a nigga to be like, I want to watch this, you know?
It feels more natural, man. Like, again, like I feel like one thing that our generation wants is just somebody who's real, right? You want somebody who's just transparent, like, this is who I am and that's what it is. And I think that's what those music videos reflect. Like, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
When you say visualizers? Okay, visualizers over like a music video.
That's
how do
what
you
we call
choose what song you might want to make a whole music video for versus like a snippet? Well, the visualizer, I should say.
Life just chooses it.
Yeah. We don't really
Sometimes-
shoot music videos anyway, so it's like there's a lot of songs in the catalog that we're like, a music video for this would be great, but it's also like I could spend one day doing one video, or I could do 40 videos, and it don't make sense, and everything got to make sense.
I think there'll be a point in my journey where like I go back and I just do that for everything, but right now it's just like I've had one clip that took me 5 minutes to shoot, do millions of views, you know, and it's like I spent 10 minutes of my time and was able to make more and stay consistent versus having one music video and then I can't even pull nothing else after that because I spent all of my budget and time and effort on this one. And it might blow, but it's like I got 20 pieces that blew too, you know? So, yeah, for me, it's just like I'm just not there yet, but I know there'll be a point in my journey where I just kind of stop because especially I stopped doing music videos because I wasn't able to execute the level of music video that I want to. Yeah. I'm like a movie nigga. Like I'm like, I want to make film, you know? So if I can't I'd rather just do the things that I could do that still get to come out dope than doing something and not being able to do it at the level I want to.
What's one of your favorite movies?
Inside Out.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy you say that because Inside Out 2 is coming out soon, right? And the commercial,
I think it just came out.
Want to learn because it's probably a lot of emotional stuff I don't know in my big old age. You know what I'm saying?
Inside Out is some shit that like you never really fully grasp and understand like how much is happening, but like just seeing a visual to things is just like. I love when people could take. I love when people turn apples to applesauce. If you could take this complex thing and put it in a form where like even kids could consume it, it's just like that's art. Like the people who wrote Inside Out are like real, like writers that had to go through this project. You feel me?
Genius.
So
that's hard. Going back down to the one shot videos. Okay, the first one I saw you do is with Hit Boy. You did one with Hit Boy and Big Hit.
Yeah.
First off, how was that process? And then secondly, like, how was it working with Hit Boy?
Legendary. Legendary. We made that whole project in like 4-5 hours. God damn. Shot all those visualizers in like
2-3 hours.
2-3 hours. You know, like it was just you know, we was in that stride. That project literally came out within 30 days of us creating it, creating all the content, creating the doc, coming up with the rollout strategy and everything. Like it was just like a experience, and it just cultivated a relationship. Like we me and hit each other randomly now, just chopping it up on like industry shit or the game and just what we building.
Because I saw my guy Lewis. He was like one of the photographers, the videographers out there.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. No, West Coast is show some love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that.
When you guys are working with people who are in the industry, do they kind of slow your process down a little bit because there's so many things that they have to get cleared and have to?
Not with Hit Boy though.
Not with Hit Boy though.
Yeah.
Not with Hit Boy.
But
Hit Boy's like hybrid like us, where it's like you can get it done. You know, it's still a little different process. But this one for us, it was like easy because it was flowing through our system. And we really got to do everything, and we just did it, you know, in partnership independently. But Hit Boy is like a hybrid that you don't have to experience that with, but definitely. We've had people that aren't even at Hit Boy's level that you got to deal that shit with, you know. So it's like, I'd rather not. You know, I'd rather not.
Would you ever? Would you ever consider working with Tyler? Tyler, the Creator?
Hell yeah. And I feel like he a real nigga like us. So it's like I think that'll be and it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll definitely come to fruition and happen.
Because aesthetically, bro, I watch your vids, bro. I'm like, what does this nigga got on, fam? Like, this should be fire. You know
That's
what I'm
hilarious.
saying? Yeah, it be fire.
Shout out
Maylene. You know, I recently got a stylist just in the previous few months. Because, you know, I'll come out. This is how I am everywhere. Yeah. You know, but for the visuals and shit, nigga, we had this saying was like, nigga, not putting on like an outfit is like fucking up the scene in a movie. Like, imagine having a Lamborghini and you open the door and there's a kitchen chair in there. And it's like, nigga, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so we got with Maylene, and man, all the videos just start popping. And my only thing was like, make me, like, give me something I'm comfortable in that still feel like me, but try to make it fly and do your thing. And then she's just really been starting to get the freedom to just go. Like, I put on shit that I would have never fucking worn, but like
it all like looks like something you would want to purchase on your own.
It's never
and
something
that was the goal.
Yeah, he always has to approve it first. Like, he got to look in the mirror and be like, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
There's been a lot
no's. Because when you look good,
oh God,
you feel good.
There's been a lot of no's.
It fits your energy straight up.
Yeah.
And shout out to T, like color grading, right?
I do what
making it pop. Okay. Now, when it comes to AI, because I know you had mentioned like the Tupac AI stuff, how do y'all feel about AI in music, and where do you see that going?
I don't think it's real. Like, I don't know anyone who's like making AI songs. I don't know any people who's actively listening to AI songs who's like, this is my favorite song in the world. I don't think it's real. I think it's something that just white people concerned with, you know, like, it's not real to us. It's like, nigga, you can't make a Tupac, you can't make a Dear Mama AI. Like, it's just, that ain't real.
It don't resonate.
And I think that it's another one of those tools. It's going to get added to a tool belt, and the people who are like knowledgeable enough to figure out how to use it to benefit their day to day will, like, we use AI for editing and whatnot, you know? So it's just another tool, and either you add it to your tool belt and you use it, or you don't and somebody else benefits from it. But it's never anything to be afraid of. Like, there are bigger things in the world to be afraid of.
I mean,
what makes you afraid of? Like, what are you afraid of?
Global warming.
No, for real. Y'all be outside all the time. So what's gonna happen? All the trees gone.
Hilarious.
Nah, I really try to eliminate fear out of my day to day. Like, even dying, it's like, bro, you're just gonna disappear, and that's that. You know, like, your body is. Huh?
You think it's like you just go into oblivion when you pass?
I don't know, shit. It's gonna be whatever it is when it happens.
I feel like,
but like, it's like, to be afraid of something is like, you should only be afraid of something that like could imminently harm you. Like, that's fear. Everything else is just like, why would you waste your energy and headspace on that? You could be building $1 billion company.
Right.
You like roller coasters?
I do, actually.
You like roller coasters? I hate them.
I do, actually.
It's just the feeling.
Yeah. I'm an October baby, so.
October what?
Yeah, October 23rd.
Okay. Oh, that's not Libra, is it?
Yeah, I'm on
what
the
did
cusp.
What did that mean?
Oh, cause I was gonna finish. My family used to take us to like Marine World, actually, in Vallejo for Fright Night, and then I got to ride the roller coasters, so it was like a big thing for me.
I thought that was like a Jacob statement. I'm like, what the fuck? Does
Make
that
it
have
make
to do
sense.
with- I'm an October baby.
Halloween theme. Yeah, no, that is not my jam there. I don't be like,
I like scary movies, all that.
Yeah. Okay, so I only got a couple more things I want to ask you guys before I get y'all up out of here. But when it comes to being mainstream, is that a goal of yours that you want to achieve, or do you kind of just do this because you love it and it's fun and it provides for everyone around you? Do you care if you ever get on that, level?
I think I am mainstream. Jay-Z, Diddy, and everybody who Cole, they know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith knows who I am, so
that's hard.
I think I'm pretty much in mainstream, and yeah, I mean, I just want to do what I want to do every day, and nothing else. But I want to do it and live comfortably and well and sustainably.
Is there any question? Not a question. Is there any advice? Is there any advice that Jay gave you when you talked to him?
I ain't talked to that nigga.
What?
He hilarious. I haven't talked to Hov.
Never talked to him.
Surprisingly.
Okay.
Y'all ain't see the clip? Put Hov on the phone.
Put Hov on the phone.
Yeah. No, I saw the clip, but that's funny. You always putting that.
I just, hey, I
he
throw up
wanna
the rock
be
for
down.
time.
He
He
loves
loves
conspiracy theories.
What? Hey,
He love going down the rabbit hole. That's being Jammin.
Where you from?
I'm from Racine. I'm from Racine,
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, I'll
yeah,
be up
you
in
just said
Milwaukee. Yeah, man. But I mean, you know, this
Hoes
is
don't care about y'all niggas. Nah, I'm
Well,
fucking
you know
around.
Hold on. He care about me. Probably don't. I don't know.
It's like one thing I always find funny, and we kind of had this conversation before though, but like I don't know, man. I feel like because like we black here in America just trying to figure out our own ways. A lot of the people, the moguls that we've seen come up, for whatever odd reason, seems like the government or always has to find a way to take them down. From the Bill Cosby's to the Michael Jacksons to Prince to Diddy to I don't know, man. Like how are you preparing for that kind of success? Because eventually, you know, you're gonna breed enemies. Success breeds enemies. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, and I know
Canceled.
right? Because that's what people. I mean, fuck. I'm over here cussing this. I ain't supposed to be cussing. But like even Eminem, how he dropped the bar about Megan Thee Stallion, it's like cancel Eminem. That's hip hop. Like let that be. But like I don't know. How are you preparing for your success? Because it's gonna be more.
I act accordingly. And when I don't, I know that there's repercussions for it that may resurface in life, but I don't really prepare to have enemies. I'm just living, and you know, I deal with what comes as it comes.
Yeah.
I know what comes with being a revolutionary. You feel me? I think that what I'm after is worth whatever I gotta encounter to get it.
Yeah.
But we can't continue the narrative of the government and white people taking down niggas who got insane actions.
Mm-hmm.
We can't roll with that. Niggas got to be accountable. We not going. That ain't the government, nigga. Niggas got to be accountable.
You
was
feel
insane.
Me?
You was living exactly. You feel me? You received what you worked for. You put in all that work. You thought you wasn't gonna get a check.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? We can't. You gotta have a form of accountability, because that if we keep on saying, oh, it's the government and they don't want niggas win, then niggas keep on doing the same actions, just like, you know.
We only get to
instead
put that
of
on
just
Martin
saying
Luther
no,
King and Malcolm
that
X.
won't happen if you don't. Yeah, you feel me? Everybody going to jail ain't a revolutionary.
Yeah. We gotta pick and choose where we place that blame
right?
at.
Niggas need to be accountable. And when niggas realize that, it makes niggas stop. When niggas realize, like, no, if you do that, you go to jail, and you should. If you do that reserve it, and you should. If you killing niggas who look like you, and you should. Right. That's a repercussion that comes with it.
So
that ain't the government trying to take a nigga down.
People thought they wasn't going to jail. People thought they could just get away with them actions and nothing was going to catch up with them. And that's why we're seeing so many dominoes fall rapidly, because they was all acting crazy and now you getting caught. But it's like, no, that's what come with your actions.
That's true.
Why it hurts you when an evil nigga doing evil things get the consequence of it?
Bro, because I don't know, but look, I think end of the day, man, I can speak from my perspective. I didn't know Diddy was doing none of this stuff, man. I'm over here, take that, you know, singing along to Biggie records. I fall in love with hip hop because of Biggie, like, and then everything that he did, bro. As far as motivating people when it comes to starting up a record label, clothing line, he was just so inspiring to me, and even my own mental processes to figure out like who is being Jammin. You know what I'm saying? So then to find out, like, again, quote unquote, one of your heroes or somebody that you kind of like be like, you know, take a few life lessons from, done this, it hurt, bro.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. Yeah. I'm part of the hip hop community. Okay,
yeah, I agree.
Shoot.
I agree. I think that it is very disappointing to witness, to find out that that's what you was on.
For real, shoot.
Them going to jail ain't disappointing. You getting caught ain't disappointing. But to find out that those were the actions that you were taking is disappointing for sure.
Yeah, I just don't get attached to these people sometimes. You know,
I guess we do a little bit. You know, I don't want nobody to come at Hov. Okay, that'd be my biggest thing. I'd be like, let that be, bro. Like, come on.
If he's deserving, he should get what he deserves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be her
you want people to get what they deserve, right? If she's deserving of a promotion, you want her to get what she deserves, right?
That's real.
So if someone's deserving of what they work for, they should get what they deserve. If they're undeserving, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, I had something to say.
That's the meal you
That's
cook.
the thing about this industry, like integrity and moral. It kind of plays the back burner to money.
Interesting.
You know, it's like we rather a nigga be successful and rich, and it's like that's more inspirational. We don't care about how your morality and your integrity is and how you treat people, and like that's the problem. Like we've convinced people that they're rich if they've made money, and not that they're rich if they're a great person.
Yeah.
And all that shit fucked up everything.
Do you think that'll change when people do shift that perspective? You think it could change the world? Because we place too much importance on money and
It
material.
will
Absolutely.
change the world.
Absolutely.
It already has. Like I get the respect and rapport I get everywhere I go because it's like no one anywhere I go know how much money I made.
Yeah.
Niggas still treat me like I'm Will's, but I get treated like that everywhere. The red carpet get rolled out, that love, that niggas will pull up in truck. Nobody know how much I made. You know, it ain't based off the antiquated success. It's like niggas fuck with a nigga because the human he is.
That's real. Do you want to just continue to project that the rest of your life? Like, bro, I'm just a straight up human. Like, and just know that I could be flawed, or no, I'm gonna go through my own things. Like, I'm just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just living.
I ain't projecting nothing.
I'm just living. You feel me? Whatever message you get from me living was a message for you to receive. I'm just living. You feel me? A nigga I'm figuring this shit out.
Yeah. You know, because the other day when the whole studio thing had happened, one thing that you said, man, this is the universe. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we be up in here, we just talk about the universe so much, and it's like, dog, like sometimes things just happen to align. And I was, you know, okay, so I had a birthday the other day, and I realized I've been reflecting on life, and I'm like, dog, timing is everything. You know, and so many instances have been happening to where it's just like, dog, this is really what it's supposed to be about. It's just you going off the universe and timing. But like, how did you come across that to be like, you know what, bro, I gotta just trust and have faith in the universe, have trust and faith in just time, trust and faith in God, and trust and faith in myself that everything is gonna align. How did you develop that sense?
I think life just kind of teach it to you. Yeah. Life just kind of teach it to you. You know, it ain't really.
I agree.
It's not like a skill or, you know, it's not really anything you can truly develop. It's like, if it happen, it's going to happen. If it ain't going to happen, that shit ain't going to happen. And you kind of got to just let go.
Right.
You know?
It's like trying to convince somebody to believe in God.
Damn.
It's like you can't, somebody can't teach you it. They could give you the Bible, or they could, you know, live in a righteous way or whatever it is, but either it come to you or it don't. Like, and that's in your timing.
You just gotta live.
You just gotta live.
That's it. And
you
that's
gotta
all,
be open.
That's all we doing. It's like we just put life on display. I just document what I do and show up, and like the people who are inspired by that you know, that's everyone's not though. It's some niggas who like fuck that nigga LaRussell. I don't give a, you know, and it's like that's natural. That's just how it go. Like it won't resonate with everybody, but the people it do, that's who it inspires and who we get to build with.
All right, I have a question about America.
America?
America.
I know where we going.
I just need to know how you feel about America right now, as far as are you into politics at all? Like,
not really.
No. Do you care about the two options that we have for who are running for president right now at all? Like, do you? Because sometimes you can come off to me like, listen, I'm gonna do what I gotta do regardless of whoever is in office. Is that kind of like your stance on what's going on? Are you?
Yeah, kind of. Just because throughout my life, I haven't like I guess I have, you know, because like COVID, like stimulus packages. I was about to say I haven't really been like directly affected by who's in office. But even that wasn't like up to Donald Trump, you know. It's like so I haven't really like I don't see or hear them niggas really, you know. So I don't like who
Biden.
Yeah, like this whole time. I ain't know that nigga was home.
Yeah. That's funny.
You
as
feel
hell.
That's
me?
who
So-
living in the White House. Could have fooled me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just
You don't move off the president. Hey, this is my life.
You would be crazy too.
I
God.
like we gonna be for real.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to run for president one day, 2052. I'll let your boy.
Oh.
And when you run, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
that nigga thought Drake won.
That shit hilarious.
Oh my God.
This
Of
was
course.
incredible, and I
Yes.
appreciate y'all.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you so much. Dang, I have one more, but
Come on.
okay, one more, and it was really about T. I've seen the growth in you a lot since I
Uh-oh.
first just saw you with LaRussell. Even now, you rapping. I saw you putting out your poetry and things like that. So, how does that make you feel just to see the evolution of your team with you? Because you was in the booth too. Okay. Oh, you just all right. But yeah, like, what is that like for you to see their evolution, or how do you even feel, T, with where you've come from to where you are now?
You want to answer? Go ahead.
I'm excited. Anytime you plant a seed and water it and like, it take a little while to grow and then you go outside, you see a fruit on that motherfucker, you like, nigga,
Yeah.
we finna eat forever.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's how it's been, seeing her, Splat, everyone around me just like grow and cultivate. And you never know, the thing with humans is like, you don't know what kind of tree they are. You just gotta water. And then you start getting, it's like, oh shit, that's the fruit that came from that tree, So like, for me, it's been a dope-ass experience because we really started having nothing. Like, none of this was really in existence. Like, I was already growing my company, but not nearly to the point it's been able to get to with T and with Splash. So it's like, to see us go from nothing and like, hey, move out here. We don't know how we're going to make this work, but we're going to make this shit work to like,
we on tour
this
with
nigga know
T-Pain.
T-Pain. You feel me? It's like, she know everybody. Like,
We
Waka
just
come
kicking
in,
it with Waka
like,
Flocka.
like, it's just, that shit is incredible to witness and just know I was able to cultivate something at that level.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I feel blessed and highly favored. I know I worked like very, very hard, but some things are just divine. Like we was talking the other day, like you ain't never met nobody named LaRussell or Tietta. Like we were destined to meet, and it's just it's really beautiful. I feel really, really grateful to be in the community that I'm in because I've been in other communities and I wasn't cultivated, and I always knew that I had this like light and this capability in me, but I'm a nurturer. Like I'm not gonna go out and start my own company, but I'm gonna build a company to be $1 billion. And I knew that in me, but I was never in the right environment to be able to nurture something. So to be here and to be just like shining and growing, and I'm surprising myself. I didn't think I would ever rap, put out an album, like what, So
Yeah.
it's fire.
Yeah.
That's why when you were like, you guys know who you are, and I'm like, far from it, girl. I don't know who. This Tietta 3 years ago.
And that's the thing about like who you are is only momentary. Like who I am is who I am now.
Right.
Nigga, don't come up to me next year talking about who the fuck I was. Like I could be a completely different nigga.
I don't know
but,
him.
It's like you're always
to
gonna
that
be
man.
whoever you need to be for where you are in your journey. You feel me? So it's never finite.
That is
I
beautiful.
feel that.
But it's always beautiful.
Yes, that is. And I just love it. I saw you geeking her up in the studio. You be tugging on her shirt. I'm like, hold on.
Rip my shirt.
No, I'm kidding. But I love it. I love it so much. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Congratulations on Live Nation, your deal with them. I know we didn't get into it, but y'all can look it up. We doing big things, okay?
Yeah.
It's LaRussell, it's Tietta. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin.
It's amazing.
This was Jammin with Juice, and we got to get you back next time.
Yeah, of course.
Every
Every
time.
time.
Round 3.
Every time.
Let's
Every
make
time.
it a thing. All right, y'all. We out. Sip on that.